Mighty God, ruler of heaven and earth, we beseech thee for actions. May always walk in the path of justice, love, and charity to one another. Charity.
For coming today for public hearing as a continuous public hearing. Chairman's ready? I don't see. Let us start by doing an introduction of those few members of the House who are here. Starting immediate right.
Distinguished are invited. My name is Honorable Adamu Ochefo Eton, representing Apaga to Federal State and Benue State.
Honorable Chairman, honorable colleagues, honorable invited guests, my name is Olumide Babatunde Oshoba, representing Abeokuta North, Obafemi Owode, and Odelafede, Transi, Ogun State.
Honorable Chairman, distinguished colleagues, distinguished invited guests, my name is Olabiyoye. Friends, good people of Ìṣẹ́yìn of Tẹ̀síwájú Kájọlà, Ìwájọwà Federal Constituency, for your state.
Fellow colleagues, distinguished guests, my name is Razak Bello Osagi, Oredo Federal Constituency. I come from Edo State. Thank you.
Guests, my name is Hembe. I'm an head conservative, and the clerk of the House, clerk of the committee, Thank you very much for coming. Yesterday's session and the day before. Let me start by thanking you all for your contribution and for facilitating the work for me. I know that this is a delicate situation, and I know that in doing these things sometimes emotions come to play fundamentally. It is my hope and the hope of this committee that today will be better than yesterday, and I know yesterday, previous day. We will get better and appreciate each other and appreciate work. The idea behind what we are doing is to provide finality to the continued downward trend in the market. This is protecting Nigerians who have invested and protecting our investors and ensuring that we go back to the great today, go back to that we all desire. It's not a witch hunt, and I think we have displayed. I think that it's not so. My prayer is that when we ask questions, whenever we ask questions, if you notice the session of yesterday, a little more ordinary, because the people who were giving us I request that just of what we are doing, we continue to go to the point so that we can at the end of the day finish this process and finish the process with you. I understand also that there are lessons that we can learn from this process. We can spend the week here giving analysis of what happened, giving all over the world, thousands of preambles. But that was our problem. All problems here is answers that are directed to questions. And once these answers are direct, the answers are moving forward. So I encourage all of us as we go along. It will be a lot better for the doing. Where our guarantee is that whatever we will come up with from here will be the best interest of this country. Not in the interest of Honorable Hembe or the committee of the market. I thank you all for finding time to come today, and I hope that the meeting will be very successful. I see that the Securities Commission has some a couple of things that were requested for today. But what we will be doing today will be more or less a continuation of what we started yesterday. We will allow room for one or two papers to be presented, but largely, I think we have made some progress yesterday that will take the report of this committee. What is important is the report of this committee. I am proud, and this committee is also very proud that we are live on air. So Nigerians are watching Nigeria directly. Whatever analysis we do thereafter, is to do there what is important there, what directly. And seeing our performance and seeing whatever analysis I'm able to see in the newspaper or media house to do in my media house, may not have people as when we watch it directly. I thank you very much for this opportunity to work for this country and on behalf of this community to doing only the right things that will guarantee progress and stability of the capital market. Thank you very much. The idea is to determine the competence or the life of the regulator as a factor that we have or may have not led to the collapse of the capital market. We will continue and also the competence of otherwise. I want to talk about SEC here. Before that, let me ask you about the teacher said this is
like we're capital markets. When I accepted to take this job, I was told that when I fight corruption, that corruption will fight me back. But I could not have imagined that will happen in the House Committee on Capital Markets. And now I question, Honorable Chairman, your credibility in carrying out this public hearing. The reason I question your credibility in carrying out this public hearing was that on October 20th, the SEC gave you and a business class ticket to travel to an emerging market conference in Dominican Republic. Please tell Nigerian people whether you actually went there. And this was in November. And please also tell Nigerian people, if you didn't go, whether you have returned the money. I'd also like to say that yesterday you had indicated that you had implied that as a regulator, that by having people on secondment from the private sector in the SEC, it could have undermined the capacity of us as a regulator to make our decisions. In asking the SEC to contribute 39 million naira to this public hearing, do you think that it undermines your capacity to carry out your duties? Do you think that in Honorable Ehedioha, the Deputy Speaker of the House, being the nephew to Professor Ndi to Prof. Nuke, and having his wife work at the Abuja Stock Exchange, the Abuja office of Nigerian Stock Exchange, do you think it compromises his capacity to carry out his duties? I want to say to the Nigerian people that I do not think that I was given a fair hearing. I do not think that in 2012, after the efforts that the forefathers of this country have made with respect to ensuring that we have a democracy, that we will have kangaroo courts that were worse than what Idi Amin had on one hand. I do not think so. And I do not think that it augurs well for the Nigerian capital markets, that it augurs well for Nigeria. Because one of the reasons people are investing in this country is because domestic investors feel that there's a democracy, that they can come to the House and have a fair hearing. I do not think you have given me a fair hearing. I do not think, Honorable Chairman Hembe, that it is appropriate for you to have gotten information from the SEC and with the SEC asking us to verify that information, to respond to the issues, that you then make the judgments that you made yesterday. We're trying to build a democracy. But people told me that corruption will fight me hard. It's been 2 years, in few months, that I'm still standing, that I haven't been killed, that all of the shenanigans so far affected me. But I think that because the inequality of the apex regulator of the Nigerian capital markets is so important. It is very important that I state this fact very publicly. And I believe that if we want to carry out an investigation, and as you said, in the interest of Nigeria and not in your own interest, I should not be subjected to what you subjected me to, because the FCC did not give you 5 million naira in cash on Tuesday, the 13th of March. It should not be that. It should not be, Honorable Hembe. And I'm sorry, because we need to start running this country differently. We need to start running this country differently. We need to start running this country differently. I cannot have had the habitable career that I've had, and you want to rubbish my reputation, the personal reputation of the apex regulator, apex capital market, and the Nigerian capital market. Please, if you said that we are here trying to find out why the things that happened in the Nigerian capital market happened, and we're trying to propose solutions, please can you explain to me also why even the presentation that I made on the 13th of March, it was not aired live? Can you explain to me why, if our market, if the equities market peaked the equity at 12.6 trillion naira in March of 2008, and then declined to a bottom of $32.9 billion by February of 2009, but what you have decided is in the interest of Nigeria is to try and undermine the regulator, undermine my person. You have questioned my competence. You have made frivolous accusations of me of having done things that compromise myself and compromise the integrity of the organization that I'm the CEO of. Please, is this a house that we all know, that we all fair hearing? No. The issue is your credibility in doing this. I question it. No, it's not a question of responding. I want to understand. No, we need an independent arbiter, because I'm questioning your credibility, Honorable Hembe, of carrying out this public hearing.
DGSEC, it is obvious from the outbursts. I can see some stains in this whole process. As much as possible, I want us to be guided by our actions, by the sentiments that we pour out. The entire country is with reference to those comments you have made, those allegations you have made, which, in my opinion, are quite naughty. The independence of this committee is very essential, it's very important. We must subject ourselves to public scrutiny, all of us. And if the allegations you have made to this committee are true, which are verifiable. The chairman you directed those comments at, thank God he's alive, he's alive, dead. He can speak for himself. Unfortunately, I was not here most of the time today, and some of the things I heard, some of the later sounded quite interesting. I want to appeal is that there are prejudice to the outcome of taking a helicopter view of the issues you have raised. They are very fundamental, they are weighty, fundamental. I'm sure we'll be quite interested, because what we intend to do here is to strengthen institutional capacity to deliver on their promises and work within the rules of employment. It is about if you say this is who you are, that you should actually do. I am aware that there were so many allegations which gave the impression that this committee was on a fault-finding mission. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think that is the intention. I think the intention is to strengthen the strategy of irregulatory to work and ensure institutions are built around citizens. The institutions are built around procedure, policies, and the rule of law. I think that's what it should be. The man will speak for himself. He was over this committee. I think we must not derail the objectives for which we all come together. The idea is to make our institutions function better, and that we should deliver on the promises to Nigerians. I think that is the essence. But see the process of doing that, because to the point that because we have not concluded here. Look, I mean, at this environment stage, and I think we need to moderate some of the comments we made on both sides. The obvious of the mutual respect. That's the way I see it. Thank you so much.
Mr. Chairman, invited guests. I want to approach it from two angles. The one is on the credibility or otherwise of the chairman of this committee, or perhaps the entire committee will be addressed by the chairman himself. But one area I found very interesting is the area of where the DG said about fighting corruption and corruption fighting back. I want to say on my honor that all what happened yesterday is in the best interest of this nation, because my opinion is that you cannot give what you don't have. The issue is that all the issues raised yesterday, are they true? If they are, there are certain rules set down by the government of the federation, guiding the operations of SEC, are they followed? This needs to be answered. Because when you said you fight corruption, don't tell the nation that you are fighting corruption by bringing staff from Access Bank. Are you telling us that you are fighting corruption by making director of human resources and director of admin not doing their work by bringing in special advisors as the advisors? Is that fighting corruption? That fighting issues that we need to take this issue on and punch sex on or for this on or for I think that SEC will be in a better position to regulate the market. And like Honorable Osage said, the main issue here is not about an individual, it's about institutions. All of us, whatever position we occupy today, we will leave it tomorrow. But are we strengthening this institution by destroying what have been put in place? These are the issues that need to be addressed. I rest my case for now. Thank you very much.
You'll be allowed to talk. You and the chairman call on you to talk when the time is right.
Thank you. Honorable members, thank you, guests. The issues that Mrs. Ote, the teacher of SEC has raised are quite fundamental, and there is need to respond to them because it was raised issues of credibility, and I will respond to those issues of credibility as has raised. Fundamentally, but I want to start making a comment that the job we're doing here is not about me, it's not about members of this committee, it's not about it's about the resolution of the House to carry out an investigation to find out the root causes of the collapse in the capital. We are going to have the investigation and come to a conclusion that will be useful to everybody. Let me start responding to the issues from the bottom up. From the there are 4 of them, right? 4. We're talking about Deputy Speaker, Committee collected 5 million, Committee collected 3 million. Sorry, let me please hold on. I did not. No, there's something. Put up the microphone. Put up the microphone. Put up the microphone. No, but I'm questioning you. Please. Let me say something. Yes, the rowdiness yesterday was considered the fact that Mr. Ote wouldn't let me share. You will have your opportunity to speak. I will give you that permission. That's how it works here. I beg you to please let us create an impression that we are rowdy. We will not be rowdy today. Now, Honorable Chairman, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Hold on. Please, yes, you do. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. You were never interrupted when you were talking. Honorable members. Please hold on. Please hold on. Please go on whether you like it or not. Go on, but I want it to go on. Hold on. Let me tell you, you're very issues. Respond to these issues. You can't come here with flimsiness and think that you succeed and get away with things you're doing. I want to respond. It's better.
Shouldn't this hearing get better by the day? Shouldn't is that what we are supposed to achieve? Number one, for us, we should know is to be interactive. Do you understand? We must work with engagement as a leader. Run the question of saying something has out. Something has out to be done. At the end of the day, this report must be written. I think let us conduct ourselves so that we can get to our destination. Please.
I'm sorry I'm late. I don't know where Mr. Baba. I don't know that the questioning the deputy of the chairman. He is the chairman House Committee on Capital Market, and I think the market is quite competent to hear what they are doing. If raised the religion, you don't disrupt the proceedings. It's an interactive session. You must go on. You must think you're not getting fair hearing. You keep your calm. You don't talk. You do not be given the floor to talk. We have procedure. What we are doing is quasi-judiciary, and we are bound to observe decorum. We are bound to. It's more or less any court. So. You were put on oath, but you don't talk when you've not been given the right for presiding officer. For crying out loud, he represents this proceeding here is still the House proceeding. It's a committee. What they're doing here is still the House business. I want to think that the House deemed him fit to be there. Let the proceeding flow. Let us get what is happening. You've recorded the objections and it's been noted. Let us have an interactive session, smooth and going on. Mr. Chairman, thank you.
I feel it is only when things like this are raised that they are declared so that we can move forward. Fundamentally, like every other thing that's happening here, it is being recorded verbatim and will be taken into account at the point of the final report. And I will take into account that I collected money. I said my list of the money to travel, and I didn't travel. Question for 39 million. Question from SEC for this public hearing. And that yesterday we collected 5 million. Okay. Oh, we have 5 million. Okay, I did. And then I asked for 5 million, and that the The Deputy Speaker, his wife, works with the Nigerian Stock Exchange, the Okereke was the Exchange, who you probably have issues, so the House can have issues properly said to be fair. Those will be taken into consideration to check whether in doing what we are doing today we have been affected by such bias. The public is also watching. If what the public is because of the fact that I collected money from Z to go on a Z to study and move, which is why I'm the public will take note. But the public, if the government members from me that can respond to the mapping. So I will go ahead and respond to the issues. No, I will respond to the issues as much as I can.
Honorable Chairman, to be employed to distract us from achieving the main objective of this hearing. I believe that we have representatives of ICPC, of EFCC with us. The issue of corruption or we should put it aside, put it there and find their reports. To concentrate on the particular issue here. Let's see how we can forge ahead with the main hearing and achieve something before the end of the day. Thank you very much.
Chairman of this committee. And I am chairing this public hearing, and I will chair this public hearing to the end of this public hearing. I must say firmly, just in support of what you have said, the issues of bias, I invited the EFCC. Are you here? And the ICPC.
Yes, EFCC is here.
Strong issues of corruption have been made against me. Strong issues of corruption have been made against the committee. So it is our hope that you will investigate me deeply and investigate the committee too. I give permission to that. And that is my way. We will proceed with the business of the committee. Let me call. I will give you permission before you speak. Please, permission before you speak.
I feel that this is a job before you speak. You have presented what I said. I want to
Honorable Chairman. Please. You deliberately want to disrupt the proceedings. I will have to call him, ask that we call him after this. Please send for so that when caution house over done. We need the powers of the house, we need the powers that God gives us, and we will be forced and ready to use them too. Please be cautious. Be calling the servant now, please. Thank you. We will proceed to the hearing. I want to start by calling the director in charge of the Securities Commission. Come out and present. What is your resignation of the Securities?
I mean, the director of internal control.
Is that also audit?
Yes.
The director of the
We have internal control, which includes internal control.
So you are in charge of audit?
Yes.
You oversee the audit, oversee the department. How long is the
More than 5 years.
which means you know the job very well, and you do that.
I can do so.
Okay, thank you. Yesterday, in some of our questions, we referred to the human resources relating to employees that were not employed in the Securities and Exchange Commission, where the commission employed people from a managerial position from a lower level. The Director of Human Resources confirmed the employed those people. The Director of Finance was brought to the when he confirmed that he has to pay that salary. But the Director of Finance also that even in the fact that the people have known if the phone are left to the phone, the appointment was sent by the judges of law. I want to ask you a question in that regard. Given that you are the director of control you must be a member of the board too, right? Executive management?
No.
You're not a member of the executive management?
No.
Would you then, would you then know that these people were being paid when the employment was faulty? Would you know? If you did know, first of all, whether the employment was faulty and the payment was good and the payment was not just.
I believe they would have done their due diligence before the issue. If that is the case, I believe that is the case. So, when the statement comes, statement does not come in isolation. The statement comes with the rest of the staff. So, at that time, I believe that the due process on payroll.
Shouldn't you have done more investigation to find out if they were properly employed?
And I want to believe part of your responsibility to carry out the audit of human resources department. How often do you do this? How often do you do this?
We do it, we recently. I am the when it's submitted to the audit committee, which we have done.
When you submit this, you submit the audit committee and you really get clear picture of how you are top of your job. Is this part of the exceptions that you noticed during the course of your audit? And if yes, I will get a copy yes, that's report. So that we can evidence to that by this community. Thank you.
I didn't come here with any paper. I think the issue of the featured here.
The picture there. Would you have known that it was
my own is to observe and broadcast
So you might have observed that the process was not done properly. Did you observe that it was not done properly? Again? That it was not done properly. Was your report that it was not done properly and your advice heeded by the who did you report to actually?
Initially, I was general, but there a little restructure so we reported to the audit committee.
Internal controller?
Internal control. I'm the director of internal control.
Yes, you report to who? Now, what do you report to now?
We have the audit report.
Who has the audit committee?
Yeah, Mr. Chu. Yeah.
Who is this?
Yeah. This is an employee of communal body. Who works in CBS?
Oh, CBS. your report stated that the process of transfer was not duly carried out. The conference room. And then the report saying that the conference room was duly carried out, right? Duly carried out. Okay. Okay.
No, I'm not an auditor.
What? So, what? No, off your mic.
No, what are you? I'm a official by profession, but I've worked around.
So, I'm coming. Listen, off your phone.
So, I'm calling the commission.
Off your microphone.
Yeah.
Off your microphone. Talk to me.
You're an auditor, you're an accountant, are you now trained for audit job? Are you now saying you're all trained for this job? I've received some training in audit job.
Thank you. Can you in a nutshell, in a committee, in a please my campaign voice. No. You need to voice. No.
Can you tell us in a nutshell, what you do, what your duties are? First and foremost is regarding the asset. So, we represent we do the protocol, we do the clear department, so that working with through that means we also audit human resources. Then you spoke to me that you also audit human resources. Yes. Where you promoted and what you are standing in effect. So the other human resources, the recruitment, I can't, not the only I can't know, I can't use some of edge. So, you can't use of edge? For you? Okay, when were you last? When were you last? Well done, that's the last question. Well done. When were you last? I was the director in 2007. 2007. At what level now? At what level? We don't use sorry, please. I'm sorry. Off your microphone. I want to say, I know, sir, you have no standard. You have no something different from the one we use. That's why I've been thinking to what you said. What is your pay? Tell us what to hear. Do not hide it. What level and what is your pay?
I was CSM before CSM.
CS what?
CSS.
CFO. CSS.
What level? What did you understand? A layman? No, use the sex service. How many thousands or millions of naira? No, we don't ask money.
Can you tell me what is are they director, teacher, an accountant, you've been seen, an training, you've been seen, an director? I'm not going to allow you to ask you what is your salary question. You stop that money. I have told you, hold on. He's on level 14, commercial level 14. Will not allow you to hold on. You use that level. You don't go that far. Very soon we are asking back. We will use that to gauge that to. So if you have a direction you're going, you have a direction you're going, you have, but about the salary I don't want to Mr. Chair. Fellow colleagues and distinguished guests.
Is becoming is to build strong institutions manned by people who are not strong, people who are skilled to run certain decisions. So if we have seen collapse of a very, central part of the national system, you cannot just that we will use right people in one places, or one to right places, or one likely to have a different. With due respect to the in charge of the internal control, clear to me, only clear to me that he was not possessed with the necessary security at the back. The decisions by the people in the policy context of an organization, because they are not trained for the service, exceptions in the process are things that are against the rules of engagement. That is what engagement is. Particularly rules is statistician is the head of the internal control. And yet we have so many Nigerians who are qualified, trained in auditing, accountants. I think they don't have that opportunity. Make no mistake, I am sure that you can function very well and even better in some other places. So, the totality of all of this is what I want to for decision making. So we can see the problem. So I think that it is important. That allow this process to run as much as possible. We should not get personal. We should not at all. Exactly. We must respect. Our stakeholders must be respected here. So what I am saying is that, Mr. Chairman, is that if we are beginning to see a revelation that people must where they have cost competence. I can't see that happening now. I can't to submit to the board to not position what we want to submit. We are being with this what the commission provides. It does not eminently qualify you to be the head of the audit, internal control. It doesn't. With due respect to you, I think that when we capture this, I will deal with human capital or SEC. They will not be able to take the birds from the men. If we use the right men and women in the right hands, there is no way we must do this. So I think calling you here to say almost like whatever I know that as an auditor, once somebody is employed in an institution, the copy of that appointment must go to our audit. That is the document that you need to include that person based on the account So as it is now, yes, you are probably doing what you were told. You have been doing reports, answer a question. How do we just need one? No one yesterday. No one is going to have value. So I think Nigerians must open their hearts. Let us be flexible in our attitudes. Let us respect that whatever we do, that we should be in the best interest with Nigerians. If that is not achieved, this exercise is an opportunity. That is what I said. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Whatever you said, as you said, it's like a record to see. I want to call on the human resources. I want to remind you that you are from your. You can just say you are from your.
I have found myself. I have found myself.
Thank you. I need to ask you. I don't know what other questions I want to ask, but I have one important thing. You have a general office of the Securities organization.
Yes, we do.
Where
yes. Kaduna, Kano, Ibadan, Onitsha, Maiduguri, and Port Harcourt. Those are the places we have.
You don't have a Lagos?
We have a Lagos, sorry, 7 places.
What is the kind of that? What is the amount of that you usually post? Because you start posting now,
posting emanates based on directives. It emanates from human resources.
So, what's the kind of post you doing to help the
DPT directors and directors and assistant directors.
Which would you say is the dedicated of this room? Which of them?
Sensitive in terms of Lagos. Lagos is the
Who is the zonal?
she's assistant director. It's a small local.
Who was that for
Mr. Aiden is a director.
And was compared to
He was going to Abuja, the field office.
and the other one, you know how other
I think the other ones will have unity directors and unity director and director.
for a zone benefit of people.
Yes.
Why do you think that assistant director? Because the business of self, you can carefully state that most of the companies in Lagos, right?
Exactly.
Right? Why would you prefer to employ an assistant director as opposed to director to Lagos?
Actually, she was not she was there when the actor director was there. When he was redeployed, she assumed his position.
This confirm as the head of the Lagos zone.
He is the head of the
This is appropriate. This is appropriate. Estimation as a professional.
No, she sounds here. So when you send that, she comes from maybe.
Have you confirmed? I'm talking to me.
Yes.
I'm talking to you. Please tell me that I'm talking sure that
Miriam, don't interject.
did you confirm her as a head of the Lagos zone?
She is at the moment, even though when she ran, she put us in there. But actually, she's the real zonal head. So she's the real zonal head. Yes.
Get behind them.
Do you think it's appropriate in a commission where you have director not kill the of the more senior officers that somebody else is somebody of the law is heading a zone and don't you also think that it says that those directors are incompetent and should have no business going into the organization as a whole?
Actually, there is no specified policy at the moment for what category of staff we have zonal office. I don't specify this yet. But it is a motion, the DG is a motion that she wants to deploy staff around. She wants to deploy staff to various places which has not been done.
That's not been done?
Yes, she wants to deploy staff to transfer staff. The general transfer. Maybe when it is done, maybe the right thing will be done by the.
So you're glad that what is happening now is something that needs to be unusual.
Well, that is why there's why no any categorized policy.
There's no process.
Yes.
People rise to positions.
Yes.
Then can you rise as the chief of the department.
Yes.
That people, somebody who was there before was suggested that and was removed as the director. Don't you think to increase in the mind of the ordinary observer that the idea is that she may be more sophisticated?
Well, people who interpret it in that way. The former director was not removed, he was just deployed.
I have a question for him, Chairman. Chairman.
I have a question. Your mic. Your mic. Sorry, let's ask, the director that was moved and replaced the Abuja office, what position does he hold in the Abuja office?
When he was redeployed, there is a new department or a position created by the DG, which we call Transformation Office. At the moment, he's been transferred to the admin department now. He had the transformation office when he was moved from Lagos.
Could you give the committee a brief overview of what the transformation section in both the functions and what they do? What the functions are?
They were to implement various ideas from the chief executive, that is the DG. That's the aim of the transformation, to bring in new ideas and disseminate it among the staff.
Finally, do you think the director that was moved from Lagos will get in the transformation section will just move to that space?
Well, actually, the director is an experienced worker. He has been working in the business for quite a long time. I think he will perform better. The thing that Lagos is the levels of activities perform better there.
Yeah, that's what
What is your discipline? I mean, your training.
I read business admin, and I also have the master's in management.
very good. Yes. Following to that.
Your experience and the experienced human resource manager, do you think posting is based on how busy the place is, or rather on competence and productivity?
Actually, it has been the policy of the commission from time to time to rotate staff around.
No, I'm not talking about rotation. If you think it's supposed to be based on how busy the area is, or competence and productivity.
Productivity and competence are major factors.
Thank you. Okay. The last question is
Why do this interactive session is to see how the session can move the capital step forward and transformation step forward? From your own understanding, don't you think transformation new ideas should be more important and needs an experienced person to head? Thank you.
If transformation will need an experienced person, it will help the place.
Thank you.
Hold on. I need to say one point. I need to say one thing so that the issue and the issue I have in mind and the issue I'm asking this question is competence and productivity. I'm looking at the assistant director, I'm looking at the experience of the assistant director as compared to the experience of the director who's also an experienced director. Using that as a gauge, it's not a gauge, ordinary negotiation, ordinary require you to take somebody who's in the job center of the organization, and reduce organization violence. That's my point. Please,
Sorry, the assistant director of the Lagos office is a broker. She's not a broker, but she is a broker. She has been the commission, she has over the passion understand the rudiments of the work rudiments commission. Committee and Nigerian population, the person heading the Lagos office is not a chartered stockbroker. She's not a chartered stockbroker, but it is not a requirement that a chartered stockbroker should head such a requirement. We are talking of Lagos office. And that is where you have, activity in Lagos area. To my mind, is more than 80%. That may be wrong, but to my mind. And if that is the case, you can't put somebody who does not really have the professional qualification to help the doctor of professionalism. And especially take me to the issue of transformation unit. What we are trying to form a unit, and we have this unit to take over the responsibility of other people. Because I cannot, as a person, really see what they can do that other departments within the commission cannot do. So I hope what we are doing is not to make some people with the system because they don't have enough jobs. And the head of HR, I hope and I know that I know what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. May I please call on the director of the Nigerian Securities. Okay, can you please ask that you come here? Hold on. Please, I please want to request that he or the deputy director of the institute. Can you please arrange for him to be invited so they can be here in another hour? It doesn't mean that we won't proceed. We will proceed, but we will require a certain work to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is David Chairman. I think I just want to refresh. I know it was decided 3 days ago. I recall so human resource because in any organization, if you talk about transformation, you talk about lifting up or creating or rebranding and capability, you're talking about people. Before 2010, there were people in there, and you have been there for 20 years. The last line of questions and answers just made it be work, and that's why I began to ask myself. You still have a director who you confirm is very experienced. You moved him out of Lagos to come to Abuja to move from the transformation group, as it were, into admin. And yesterday on Thursday we agreed and it was stated that the gentleman who is in charge of projects, which includes looking for offices, which I assume from my experience that I think will be taking care of the office and the accommodation. You have a project man who again has been established to be the other ego in that insect with regard to those issues. And you have the director who you move away, you are taking the fish out of the water. Where is the director? Is he here? Or he does it do in me? What does he do right now? We talked about contract targets. Contract, I just want to bring you back there because you are still on me. What is the policy on contract staff? And for how long can you keep the contract staff for temporary time in relation to labor? Thank you. a DG comes and he observes, some gaps in certain places, then he brings in some people and they are placed on contract for 2 years. That is according to the public service rule. And it is renewable based on the experience of the staff and the need for his continuous service. It could be renewed. It could be renewed for another 2 years subsequently. So that is the present policy of contract staff. We use the public service rule for that. Now, as regards the director that was been, the permanent staff still perform the administrative duties of pertaining to the premises and the zonal offices. The other one that I pointed out yesterday is also there to bring in his experience with the banking sector and further advise the director, that is an admittor. So those are the basic differences.
Thank you very much. Come forward. Thank you. The director, the finance, the audit director also around just a while ago. We are also